Welcome back to the Grand Line Lore Deep Dive. I'm your host, and today we're tearing apart one of the most significant flashback chapters in recent One Piece history. Chapter 1168, Elbaf's Snow. This chapter doesn't just advance the Elbaf story, it fundamentally reshapes our understanding of the world government structure, the true power of Imu, and the mysterious past of red-haired Shanks. Chapter 1168 is a continuation of the Elbaf flashback, currently being told to Luffy. It serves as a necessary history lesson to understand why the Giants are in their current state. The overall mood is tragic and revealing. Before diving into the main plot, let's talk about the unique color spread or cover page for Chapter 1168. The cover often carries a symbolic weight, and this one is no exception, especially given the chapter's title, Elbaf's Snow. Thematically, snow in One Piece is almost always associated with death, tragedy, and a major turning point. The image itself may present a concept of victory over death. We see the giant land covered in the cold, white blanket of tragedy. Yet there might be a symbol, perhaps a shovel, a triumphant flag, or a character in motion, that represents a small, defiant flicker of hope or progress against the overwhelming sadness. The key takeaway is this. The image reinforces the central tragedy of the chapter, Ida's death, which occurs on a snowy day, while subtly foreshadowing that even in this deep sorrow, some form of struggle or ultimate victory is destined to emerge from the snow. Now let's turn our attention to the main story. The chapter opens by immediately hitting us with emotional weight. We return to the final moments of Ida, King Harald's former lover, and the birth mother of Hadruddin. The narrator notes that the general image of giants had improved worldwide, thanks to Harald's diplomacy, largely motivated by Ida's desire to see Elbaf finally connect with the rest of the world. Ida, weakened by poisoning, is talking with Harald. She expresses her hope, asking if Elbaf will finally become one with the world. Harald, full of confidence and love, assures her, "That's right, Ida. Soon we will be connected with the world." As she reaches out to him, her strength fails, and she passes away. It's a heavy snowfall scene. Harald and Hadruddin are weeping beside her bed. Crucially, we see Loki, the future king, in solitary imprisonment, suffering for the loss of the woman he considered his only mother figure. Ida's death is the catalyst for much of the subsequent darkness. This next segment contains the chapter's biggest lore bombs, taking us 14 years into the past and directly into the heart of the world government's highest authority. We learn about a promotion to become a Knight of God, achieved through a ceremony called the Deep Sea Pact. This pact grants the recipient increased power and, shockingly, immortality. The chapter drops a massive bomb. Shanks was the original candidate for this promotion. He was next in line to receive the Deep Sea Pact and become a Knight of God, but he disappeared and never showed up for the ceremony. This confirms Shanks's deep, established ties to the world government's power structure. Because Shanks vanished, Harald was offered the chance instead. Harald accompanies the five elders to the symbolic empty throne room. This is the game changer. Harald expects to see the empty throne. Instead, he finds the mysterious figure of Imu sitting upon it. This confirms that Imu is the true hidden ruler of the world. Harald receives the pact, gaining his increased power in the mark, the Depths Covenant. The true terrifying condition is revealed. He can never defy Imu's orders. Harald has traded his people's eventual world government admission for his soul and his free will. The consequences of Harald's choice immediately begin to unfold. Imu's initial command for Harald is chillingly symbolic. Return to Elbaf and create the Abyss Circle in the throne room of the Oris Castle, marking Elbaf as wholly subservient to Imu's hidden power. Harald, controlled by the Covenant, executes the order. The true goal is then revealed. Imu orders Harald to transform Elbaf into a military nation, building a colossal fleet equal in power to the Marines. Imu wants to weaponize the giants. Harald is horrified. He tries to resist the order, but the Depths Covenant is absolute. His body literally begins moving against his will, forcing him to comply. This is the ultimate tragedy. In a final, desperate act of free will, Harald orders his loyal soldiers to tie him to a pillar. He is trying to lock his body down, to stop the monstrous acts he knows he's about to be forced to commit. He issues a command to summon Jarul and his sons. Only Loki, released from jail, and Jarul arrive at the Orus castle, setting the stage for the chapter's chilling conclusion. Chapter 1168 is a turning point for the entire One Piece narrative. The chapter confirms Imu's control is mystical and absolute through the Depths Covenant. Shanks being the intended Knight of God is a monumental revelation, confirming he rejected this ultimate celestial destiny. And finally, Harald's fall is revealed as a tragic, forced consequence of Imu's manipulation. This chapter sets the stage for the dark climax of the Elbaf flashback. So, what did you think of these massive reveals? Did you predict Shanks had such high-level ties to the world government? Do you think Harald's final action can truly save Elbaf? Let us know your theories and opinions in the comments below. If you want more deep dives and lore breakdowns like this, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back soon with the next chapter explanation. Thanks for watching.